Hi, I'm Kathy Gardner and
I'm Scott Weaver.
And together we've put together a wonderful compilation of some of our favorite recipes.
Yep, recipes that have been handed down to us from our family members to things that we've discovered over the years we love and our families love as well. And we're hoping you do too.
Everything from New Year's to Christmas. Join us.
Hello and welcome to Chapter 1 of Holiday Recipes for a Family Affair. I'm Scott Weaver. I'm one of the co-authors, and as you see I'm gloved up because we're going to be making a nacho bar for a New Year's celebration. And it's something I like. It's easy, it's fun, it's festive of course, and then you can put other things around it while you're maybe cooking a main meal. Get this out on the table for everybody to enjoy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our salsa. So it's pretty easy. It's going to be 4 simple ingredients, and it's really not a salsa, but close enough. 4 simple ingredients. You're going to need 2 tomatoes, chopped pretty finely, 2 cloves of garlic that you've chopped up finely, and 1/2 of an onion that you've chopped up finely. And then last but not least, some cilantro to taste or not at all. I know that some people don't like cilantro, so you might not want to put it in. But pretty easy. So you just add your tomatoes, your onions, and garlic. And then I'm just going to do a quick little handful of cilantro. Now, I said 4. There's actually 1 more ingredient. Jalapenos. That's why I'm wearing the gloves. So with the jalapenos, I wanted to show you the quickest way to get rid of all of their seeds and most of the white part, because that's where most of the heat is. So you cut the tops off, put them aside. Then you just cut them in half. And you can set your knife aside. And then with your gloved hand, in the bowl that you're discarding the seeds and everything else in, you just go ahead and dig through that. And you're pretty much left like that. And you just do it again. And sometimes they're really easy to dig out. Sometimes they give you a hard time. But, you know, it's all in putting together something fun and festive for your family or your friends for New Year's. Happy New Year, yes. It's always nice to greet people on that day with Happy New Year. I also like the fact that I'm going to do stuff that's not stress-inducing for me. I've already celebrated Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then right around the corner from Christmas is New Year's, and everybody wants to celebrate, and there seems to be all this pressure. I gotta go out. I like to stay at home and relax with family and friends. Easy peasy, right? Alright, so now for chopping these, you want to chop them fairly fine. So again, you just slice them lengthwise, and you get these nice slivers, right? Knock those seeds off because you don't want to get those in there. And again, you do it to all 4 halves. And you get them nice and sliced. And then once they're all sliced, the fun part's going to be you can actually chop them all together if you are tricky enough. Maybe not. I like to just hold them like that. And then just cut. I watch my fingers. I kind of curl them as I move in. And I'm trying to chop them fairly small. I don't need big chunks, right? We don't want big chunks of jalapeno. And then, you know, if you can't get it all at once, you just keep turning and slicing and turn that bunch. And boy, you're going to get that smell of the jalapeno peppers as you're doing it, but it's actually really nice. And then you're just going to go ahead and put that on top. Okay? just like that. Nice and pretty. Now, I'm going to take my gloves off because I don't need them for the rest of this. And then you just take just a little bit of salt and a fork, and you just kind of slowly work it through, right? And it's nice, and it gets pretty, and you're going to actually use some of this in the next dip or side dish or whatever you want to call this. You're going to use a little bit of this in your guacamole. And I make my guacamole, we're going to set this aside for now. I make mine a little different than most people. So I'm going to show you how I slice up my avocado. So you need a little knife. I've already cut it in half, removed the pit. And then I just like to go along the edge and go all the way around, right? Just like that. All right, and then I just cut it in strips this way, and then I cut it along this way as many times as I need to get smaller chunks, because I'm not going to turn this into a mush. I'm just going to put it in there like that, right? There we go. That can be set aside. These can be set aside. So we'll just move them, and I'll come right back over here. And we're just going to take our fork and just kind of lightly mix it up like that. And then for serving it, we're just going to take a little bit of the avocado, like that. That's enough for right now for this bowl. And then we're going to take a little bit of our salsa, pico de gallo. I don't really know what to call it because it's really not cooked. It's not been pureed. So it is what it is, but it's really good. And then you mix it in here with the avocado, and you have a really cute dish. Now, last things last, oops, I need that little knife, sorry, is we're going to cut a lime in half, set aside one half. We're going to get our juicer, and we have to add some nice lime juice to this. Adds that nice little tang to it. People kind of expect it. Take our towel, wipe our hand, and then again, stir it up. And there you go. So we can set this back in this bowl. Now, what I'm going to do is move some things aside, and I'm going to bring out some serving dishes for us. Okay? And let's see. I want the chips that we cooked, and I'm going to bring a plate. And then I'm also going to bring up some meat that I've cooked. We're going to put that right there. And the beans that I've prepared. All right. So, now, with the meat, it's just a pound of ground beef, and then I actually used a nice taco seasoning. And you're just going to put it in your serving dish like that, and then you can put a spoon in it, and your guests can take what they want out and have that. And then in the other bowl, I've made some beans. Now, in these beans, it's just pinto beans. They've been boiled in chicken stock. You can do beef stock. And, oops, loose bean. And there's been salt added and a little bit of bacon fat to render in there. And it's really good. Again, a spoon, and you can do that. Now, for presenting, you can put your guacamole like that, and then just take a few chips around like that. These are the homemade chips that you made earlier in your fryer or in a pan that you've gotten up to 350 degrees. And there you go. You can serve it that way. If you have another dish like this, you can do the same thing, except with your salsa. So Happy New Year, play, have a good time. Come back and see our next chapter for February, and you'll be seeing Kathy Garver presenting there. So come back and join us.